Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
The following is a class given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on July 4th, 2015 in Delhi, India. The class was about Pastimes of Lord Jagannath.
So nice that so many came this Saturday.
We are getting information that in Washington D.C. the Islam Temple will be having a Rath Yatra parade for the Independence Day of America.
We're getting information that the ISKCON Center in Washington, D.C. will have a Rath Yatra parade for the Independence Day of America.
Prabhupada was saying how he was in the freedom movement as a youth.
Prabhupada was saying how he was in the freedom movement as a youth.
And how Śrīla Prabhupāda Saraswati Thakur told him that he was an educated youth.
And how Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was telling him how he was an educated youth.
That since he knew English, he should go to the Western countries and preach the message of Lord Krishna.
That he should go to the Western countries and preach the message of Lord Krishna.
At that time, Śrīla Prabhupāda as a youth, he said, "Oh, listen to us, Paradin.
Śrīla Prabhupāda that time as a youth,
We are Paradin.
said we are Paradin.
We are dependent under the control of the British.
We are under the control of the British.
But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he didn't take this as anything very serious.
But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur didn't take this as anything serious.
Not an important point. Not an important point.
Not an important point.
So like this, a real independence is to be free from disease, old age, death, and rebirth.
The real independence is to be free from disease, old age, death, and rebirth.
And we should be seeking that relief.
And we should be seeking that for relief.
But instead, people are ignoring these insurmountable aspects of life.
But instead, people are ignoring these insurmountable aspects of life
And identify themselves with the body.
and identify themselves with the body.
So, in that way, we think we are the body, and those who are a little spiritually conscious, they think, I am the body, but I have a soul.
So we think we are the body, and those who are slightly spiritually conscious think, I am the body, but I have a soul.
But actually, Bhagavad Gita tells us, we are the soul.
But actually, Bhagavad Gita tells us, we are the soul,
And we have two kinds of bodies,
and we have two kinds of bodies,
gross body and a subtle body.
the gross body and the subtle body.
So there are different yogas.
So there are different yogas.
There's a yoga where one sits and does asanas,
There's a yoga where one sits and does asanas,
and that's good for health.
and that's good for health.
And one does all the practices, eventually they can realize the super soul.
And if one does all the practices, eventually they can realize the super soul.
They can get some mystic powers.
And they can get some mystic powers.
But most of these mystic powers are achievable by the modern science.
But most of these mystic powers are achievable by the modern science.
Like, in the sense of going a distance, you have telescopes,
Like in the sense of going the distance, we have telescopes,
or we have jet planes,
or we have jet planes.
and by being very small, we have microscopes.
And to be very small, we have microscopes.
So, these mystic powers are material.
So these mystic powers are material.
As the Jnana Yoga,
There's Gyan Yoga,
which one speculates and wants to achieve the impersonal liberation.
in which one speculates and wants to achieve the impersonal Brahman.
So they separate that this is material and this is spiritual. This is material, this is spiritual.
So they separate. This is material, this is spiritual. This is material, this is spiritual.
In this way, they can achieve the impersonal realization.
In this way, they can achieve the impersonal realization.
But the Bhakti Yoga is most convenient to perform.
But the Bhakti Yoga is most convenient to perform
Because we are embodied souls.
because we are embodied souls.
So we use our bodies in the service of Krishna.
So we use our bodies in the service of Krishna.
By serving Guru and Krishna.
By serving Guru and Krishna.
So there are 9 processes of bhakti yoga.
So there are 9 processes of bhakti yoga:
Hearing, chanting, remembering, and so on.
hearing, chanting, remembering, and so on.
So I was thinking this morning, or yesterday,
So I was thinking yesterday,
hearing about the festivities in Puri,
hearing about the festivities in Puri
or the Nava Kaleva,
for the Navakalevaram,
new deities of Lord Jagannath.
the new deities of Lord Jagannath.
Śrīla Prabhupāda in about 1971, maybe.
The Śrīla Prabhupāda in about 1971,
70 or 71,
70 or 71,
he asked me to have the Jagannath Puri temple open for the Western devotees.
he asked me to have the Jagannath Puri temple open for Western devotees.
I didn't know what obstacles I would face.
I didn't know what obstacles I would face.
Prabhupada just nonchalantly asked this of me.
Prabhupada just nonchalantly asked this of me.
And he said that Lord Caitanya, when he was in Puri, he predicted that Pratitidhyatsi, Jagannath Sarvatra Prasarite Haive Marnam.
Lord Caitanya, when he was in Jagannath Puri, he predicted, Prithvite ache joto nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe mor naam.
That as many towns and villages are in the world,
Then as many towns and villages there are in the world,
my holy name will be sung in each of them.
my holy name will be sung in each of them.
So the Puri Pandavas accept the Lord Caitanya as the avatar.
So the Puri Pandas accept that Lord Caitanya is an avatar.
And he predicted that his message would spread all over the world.
And he predicted that his message is spread all over the world.
So the Western devotees are the fruit of his preaching.
So the Western devotees are the fruit of his preaching.
And if they don't let them have the darshan of Lord Jagannath,
And if they don't let them have the darshan of Lord Jagannath,
it's offensive against Lord Caitanya.
it's offensive against Lord Caitanya.
But I was brand new in India.
But I was brand new in India.
In those days, petrol was 60p a liter.
In those days, petrol was 60p a liter.
Is that raised since then?
Is there any raise since then?
More than 100 times.
So then I went to the administrator. I said, "Well, I see the administration. This is a stretch matter. See the Ramakrishna mission."
So I went to the administrators.
As a government administrator.
There's a government administrator.
He said that this is beyond my scope.
He said that this is beyond my scope.
I see the material things.
I oversee the material things.
This has to be seen by the spiritual leaders of the temple.
This has to be seen by the spiritual leaders of the temple.
So I heard that they listened to the Ramakrishna mission.
So I heard that they listened to the Ramakrishna mission.
So go there.
So go there.
I went there.
So I went there.
They said, they don't listen to us on this thing.
But they said they won't listen to us on this thing.
Go to Shankaracharya Puri.
Go to the Shankaracharya of Puri.
So like this, I was being bounced around.
So like this, I was being bounced around.
I went to the Shankaracharya court.
So I went to the Shankaracharya of Puri.
It was an elderly man.
He was an elderly man,
Sannyasi.
sannyasi.
He had beautiful Ashtadhatu Radha Krishna deities.
He had beautiful Ashtadhatu Radha Krishna deities.
So I told him our problem and I asked if he could somehow get the doors open for the devotees.
So I told him our problem and asked him if he could somehow get the doors open for our devotees.
He said, no problem.
He said, no problem.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
You just take 1 kilo of ghee,
You just take 1 kilo of ghee,
boil it,
boil it,
the smoke should be coming out,
smoke should be coming out,
and drink it.
and then drink it.
Then you'll die.
I said, you'll die.
Yeah, the next word you'll take as a Hindu.
Yeah, but the next birth you'll take as a Hindu.
And then go in the temple.
And then you can go in the temple.
Well, that wasn't exactly the solution I was looking
Well, that wasn't exactly the solution I was looking for.
I said, you're worshipping Radha Krishna.
I said, you're worshipping Radha Krishna.
He said, that's my lila.
He said, that's my lila.
I'm worshipping myself.
I'm worshipping myself.
I said, but you're getting old.
I said, but you're getting old.
We're young.
They're ever young.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Then that's also my lila.
He said, that's also my lila.
I said, that lila, I'm growing old. Everyone's doing it.
I said, that lila of growing old, everyone is doing it.
Anyway, no use to talk to him.
Anyway, there was no use to talk to him anymore.
So I didn't know what to do more.
So I didn't know what to do more.
But I remember that a couple days ago.
But I remembered that a couple of days ago.
Oh, this was one more thing that Śrīla Prabhupāda asked me to do.
How this is one more thing that Śrīla Prabhupāda asked me to do.
Maybe Mahamantra Das can help us.
Maybe Mahamantra Das can help us.
Every other temple, somehow or another, it managed.
See, every other temple, somehow or other, we managed.
In Jayapataka, Tirumala,
In Tirupati, Tirumala,
if they know that someone's a ISKCON devotee now, they don't ask any questions.
if they know that someone is an ISKCON devotee now, they don't ask any questions.
But if they have any doubt, they have to sign that you accept Venkateshwara as God.
But if they have any doubt, they have you sign saying that you accept Venkateshwara as God.
Other temples, there's no problem.
Other temples, there's no problem.
The Padmanabha in Trivandrum,
The Padmanabha in Trivandrum,
the Maharaj there, he would give a special letter allowing a party of ISKCON devotees to attend pujas.
he would give a special letter. The Maharaj there would give a special letter giving a party of ISKCON devotees to attend the pujas.
And we would go to the Padmanabha, Narasimha and Krishna temple.
We would go to the Padmanabha, Narasimha and Krishna temples.
And then at first in Guruvayur, they had no restrictions for me.
At first in Guruvayur, they had no restriction for me.
Somewhere along the line, they required the devotees to get some certification that they were believers in Guruvayur.
Somewhere along the line, they had the devotees get some certification that they were believers in Guruvayur.
So some devotees had to go to Calicut
So some devotees had to go to Calicut
and get this certification.
and get the certification.
I didn't have to go
I didn't have to go
since I was there since so many years.
since I was there since so many years.
So also in Varanasi, the Vishwanath temple, let us go.
Also in Varanasi, the Vishwanath temple, they let us go.
It's only the Jagannath Puri temple
So only the Jagannath Puri temple
in India.
in India.
And I was thinking how our first deity in the world was Lord Jagannath.
I was thinking how our first deity in the world was Lord Jagannath.
How we have 100 Rath Yatras all over the world.
And how we have about 100 Rath Yatras all over the world.
So many temples have Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra being worshipped.
And so many temples have Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra being worshipped.
And this year we heard that although previously moving the Brahma, the old deity to the Navakalira,
And this year we heard that although previously moving the Brahma from the old deity to the new deity during Navakalevaram
was done at midnight,
was done at midnight,
the priest was blindfolded,
the priest was blindfolded,
his hands were all covered in cotton cloth, some silver, some cloth.
his hands were covered in some cloth.
He would move the Brahma from the one deity to the new.
He would move the Brahma from the old deity to the new.
This year, they had it in the daytime,
But this year, they had it in the daytime.
and some pujaris were caught videoing.
And some pujaris were caught videoing.
So that common people went on strike for 3 days across Orissa.
So common people went on strike for 3 days across Orissa.
Because proper respect was not being done to Lord Caitanya.
Because proper respect was not being done to Lord Jagannath.
Anyway, Prabhupada had asked me to get the temple open.
Anyway, Prabhupada had asked me to get the temple opened.
Some of my assistants have to do this now. Some of my assistants have to do this.
Some of my assistants have to do this now.
Or some senior Vaishnavas.
Or some senior Vaishnavas.
So, here's a list of things I'm supposed to do.
So there's a huge list of things that I'm supposed to do.
I'm feeling so useless today. I was feeling so useless.
I was feeling so useless today.
With all these things that Prabhupada asked to do,
There are all these things that Prabhupada asked to do
that I'm still pending.
that I'm still pending.
I need lots of help.
So I need lots of help.
And other ones, brahmachari, unmarried, married,
Whether one's a brahmachari, unmarried, married,
retired.
retired.
We got plenty to do. If you want to help, tell me, I'll tell you. I'll suggest what you can do.
We have plenty to do, so if you want to help, tell me and I'll suggest what to do.
we were discussing how Narayana's mother, Murti Murti,
We were discussing how Narahari's mother, Murti Murti,
she was like a mother for all the devotees for 30 years in Argentina.
she was like a mother for all the devotees for 30 years in Argentina.
And now she's no money, no support.
Now she has no money, no support.
So how to take care of these kind of devotees who are actually saints?
How to take care of these devotees who are actually saints.
So there's so many things to do.
So there are so many things to do.
So this is the Purushottam month.
So this is the Purushottam month.
We should try to do something, bring the new people to take the opportunity that Krishna is offering.
So we should try to bring the new people to take the opportunity that Krishna is bringing.
Krishna is giving them a chance to get back easily to the spiritual world.
Krishna is giving them a chance to get back easily to the spiritual world.
And His blessing us to lead a peaceful and happy material life.
And His blessing is that they will lead a happy and peaceful material life.
And at the end of this life,
And at the end of this life,
they go back to Golok Vrindavan,
they'll go back to Golok Vrindavan,
the land of Lord Krishna.
to the land of Lord Krishna.
So we start in this month with 10,000 time boost.
So we start in this month to get a 10,000 time boost.
That means if you have to pay, say, 90,000 rupees to fly to America,
That means if you have to pay, say, 90,000 rupees to fly to America,
and a 10,000 time discount,
and you get a 10,000 time discount,
it'll cost you 9 rupees.
it would cost you 9 rupees.
Good deal, right?
Good deal, right?
You want to get a Mercedes-Benz 50 lakhs,
You want to get a Mercedes-Benz, 50 lakhs,
50 rupees.
50 rupees.
So, if you miss this chance of the Purushottam month,
So if you miss this chance of the Purushottam month,
don't chant, don't offer any lamp, don't do any spiritual activity,
don't chant, don't offer any lamp, don't do any spiritual activity,
what can I say?
what can I say?
Hatha bhagya. Hatha bhagya.
Hato bhagya.
Hatha bhagya.
Hato bhagya.
It means you've lost your good fortune.
It means you've lost your good fortune.
We're trying to give everybody a good fortune.
So we're trying to give everybody a good fortune.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Any comments or questions?
Any comments or questions?
It's a known fact that nothing happens without the Lord's sanction, and if in Jagannath Puri they don't open the temple for the Westerners, maybe it's some Jagannath's plan, or it's not like that.
Oh, it's a suggestion. We should lie down and put oil in our nose.
What's your suggestion? We should lie down and put oil in our nose?
Have a sound sleep.
Have a sound sleep?
You're giving us a service.
He's given us a service.
That's his plan.
That's his plan.
The Pandavas want money.
The Pandavas want money.
When they get more money, they have devotees from around the world who believe in Lord Jagannath.
Wouldn't they get more money if they have devotees from all over the world who believe in Lord Jagannath?
Enter the temple and give big donations.
Enter the temple and give big donations.
By achieving one thing,
By achieving one thing,
sometimes many things are achieved.
sometimes many things are achieved.
Also, Krishna allows us to have a minute independence.
Also, Krishna allows us to have minute independence.
So, if our independence is that we want to ignore him and be in materialistic consciousness,
So if our independence is that we want to ignore him and be in materialistic consciousness,
he gives us that freedom.
he gives us that freedom.
If you pray to Krishna,
If you pray to Krishna,
and if it pleases him,
that if it pleases him,
have spiritual management, cured of his disease,
your spiritual master get cured of his disease,
on that. People be Krishna conscious.
or that people be Krishna conscious,
So many things.
or so many things.
You can also achieve that.
You can also achieve that.
Krishna allows things to happen, but doesn't mean that he necessarily wants them.
Krishna allows things to happen, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants them.
He given blessings to Markandeya Rishi.
He gave blessings to Markandeya Rishi.
Markandeya could have asked to go back to the spiritual world.
Markandeya could have asked to go back to the spiritual world.
But instead he asked, how does your material energy work?
But instead he asked, how does your material energy work?
Then Krishna smiled.
Then Krishna smiled.
What a question.
What a question.
Markandeya was sitting in his ashram.
So Markandeya was sitting in his ashram.
Gradually it filled up with water.
Gradually it filled up with water.
Filled up, filled up.
Filled up, filled up.
The whole world was flooded.
And the whole world was flooded.
And then he was floating in this flood water.
And then he was floating in this flood water.
And big fish were biting him.
And big fish were biting him.
Then Krishna came by as a baby, holding on a leaf,
Then Krishna came by as a baby floating on a leaf,
sucking on his toe.
sucking on his toe.
He said, my devotees say my feet are sweet.
He said that my devotees say that my feet are sweet.
They are.
They are.
And then he floated off.
And then he floated off.
Then Markandeya Rishi was back in his ashram.
Then Markandeya Rishi was back in his ashram.
Everything was dry.
And everything was dry.
Everything was as before.
Everything was as before.
So, that's how the material nature works.
So that's how the material nature works.
Krishna is known as Yogeshwara.
Krishna is known as Yogeshwara.
He is the Lord of all mystic power.
He's the Lord of all mystic power.
And he can do anything.
And he can do anything.
And every entity has got some inconceivable potency.
And every living entity has got some inconceivable potency,
Like a cow,
like the cow.
the scientists, the grass.
You give scientists grass. You give scientists
You
grass.
give scientists grass
Say, please produce milk.
and say, please produce milk.
Can I do it?
Can he do it?
But the cow munches on the milk, on the grass,
But the cow munches on the grass,
goes through the 4 stomachs,
goes through the 4 stomachs,
and produces milk,
and produces milk,
and produces ghee,
which produces ghee,
which produces curd,
which produces curd,
son, many things.
and so many things.
So the cow has got inconceivable potency.
So the cow has got inconceivable potency.
Like that, different living entities have got different potencies.
So like that, different living entities have got different potencies.
But they're all around. He likes to tell the time.
Badri Balram, he likes to tell the time.
What other things Maharaj Prabhupada asked to accomplish for you?
Yes, Maharaj has written off.
Mahavira has it written down.
I want to get a copy. And I will try for Jagannath. If you bless me, I will try. I will speak to this government and get it open. Also will speak to Pandit, pay them off.
Now that we found out there's an assembly of senior pandas,
Now we found out there's an assembly of senior pandas.
they're called the Mukti Mandap.
They're called the Mukti Mandap.
You convince them?
Yes.
If you convince them,
And they like it.
and they like it.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Okay.
They can do anything.
They can do anything.
Bhakti Purushottam Swami, he was born in Jagannath, right?
Bhakti Purushottam Swami, he was born in Jagannath Puri.
Like that combination of yourself and different Oriya devotees,
So like that combination of yourself with different Oriya devotees, you could achieve maybe.
all got heartache.
Prabhupada ki jai, Maharaj ki jai.